Hey everyone, here's a quick video on how to find surface area. So just to remind us, here's the definition of surface area. So the surface area is the total area of the faces of a 3D object. So here's how to find the surface area. First, you find the area of each side, and then you find the areas, you add all the areas together to get the total. So let's start by doing an example. It says, find the area of the rectangular prism. So here's a rectangular prism, and it's a 5 by 3 by 4 inch prism. So the first way that I'm going to show you how to find the surface area is by making it into what's called a net, which is just a flattened version of a 3D object. It's like we took this rectangular prism, cut it open, laid it flat, and this is what we got. So first we should start by labeling the sides. So we see that this side is 5 inches. I'm just going to write the number for now. This side would also be 5 inches. This side is 3 inches and this side is 4 inches. Okay, so now we are going to calculate the area of each side and then add all of those together. So if that's 3, that means this is 3 and this is 3, which also means that this is 3. And since that's 4, that means this is 4 and this is 4, and so is this. So to find the area, let's remember that area for rectangle is base times height. So we'll start by finding the area of this rectangle. Base times height would be 5 times 3, so that's 15, which means this one is also 15 because they match. The area of the yellow ones would be 3 by 4, so 3 times 4 is 12, so the area of this one would be 12, and the area of this one would be 12. And then the red ones would be 4 times 5, let me get a different color so we can see, and 4 times 5 is 20, so the area of these would be 20. And now to find the total surface area, we would add those all together. So we have two 15s, so we would have 15 plus 15. We have two 20s, 20 plus 20, and then we have two 12s, 12 plus 12. And when we add these together, we get 30, 40, and 24. And so our total would be 94 square inches. So what we did was we found the area of each side by making a net. Then we added those all together to get our final answer of 94 square inches. Let's do another example. So in this example, we don't have the net, but we can still find the total surface area. So it says, find the surface area of the rectangular prism. So we'll start by looking at each side. So we know a rectangular prism has a front and a back, which are the same. So front and back. They have a top and a bottom. And then they also have a left and a right. All right, so first let's look at the front and back. So here's the front of this shape. And we can see the front of this shape is 5 by 2. So for the front and back, we would do 5 times 2, which is 10. So it's 10 for the front and 10 for the back. So total, that gives us 20 because we have to double it because the front and back are the same. For the top and the bottom, we have this. So here's the top. I'm going to shade it in blue. So the top is also a 5 by 2. So again, we would do 5 times 2, which is 10. And when we double it, since top and bottom are the same, we get 20. And lastly, we have the left and the right. And that would be a 2 by 2, which is 4. And then we double it, and we end up with 8. And then to find the total surface area, like we did before, we add these together. 20 plus 20 is 40, plus 8 is 48, and we label it inches squared. So just to recap, what we did is we found the area of the front, which was 10, and then we doubled it because front and back are the same, so that was 20. We did the same thing for the top and the bottom. T is for top, B is for bottom. And then we did the same for the left and the right, and then we added all those areas together to get the total surface area. Now, sometimes we have a 3D shape that has triangles in it. So right here it says find the surface area of the square pyramid. This is called a square pyramid because it's a pyramid whose base is a square. So again, we're going to start by looking at our shape and we're going to break it into a net. We can see here that the base is a square and it has a side length of 3. And let's think about, what do we know about squares? All sides are the same. So if one side is 3, that means all sides of this square are 3. So I can go to my net and write that each side has a length of 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. And then we also can see that the height of these triangles is 4 inches. So then I can also add to my net that the height of this triangle is 4 inches. So now all we have to do is find the area of the square base and the square area of the triangular sides and add it all together. Same as we did before, but this time we have a triangle. So let's first start by finding the area of the base, because squares are very easy to find the area. We just do base times height. So the area of the base is 3 times 3, which is 9. All right, that's easy. The area of the base is 9. I'm going to put a 9 and circle it. Now we have to find the area of these triangular sides. The nice thing is that they're all the same. So if I can find one of them, I can just multiply it by 4, since there's 4 of them all together. So let's remember the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So it's not just base times height. We have to do base times height and then take half of it. So the area of the triangle, I'm going to draw a triangle, is 1/2 times the base, which is 3, times the height, which is 4. 3 times 4 is 12, and 1/2 of 12 is 6. So each of these triangles has an area of 6. 6 here, 6 here, 6 here, and 6 here. Since there's 4 triangles, we have to multiply that 6 times 4. So 6 times 4 is 24. So that's the area of all the triangles, and the area of the base is 9. So how would I find my final answer? I'm going to do it in different colors so we can see it. So my final answer, the total area would be 24 plus 9, and 24 plus 9 is 33 inches squared. So what we did is we found the area of the base, then we found the area of each side, and we added it all together to get the total surface area. So to wrap this up, to find surface area, first you find the area of each side, and then you add all the areas together to get the total. Hope that helps.